Hey everyone, I'm JT Harp with Transworld Business Advisors of Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. One of the biggest opportunities I see business owners do is wait until they're ready to sell before they start preparing to sell. Most deals don't fall apart because of the market dynamics. They fall apart because of preventable mistakes by the seller and perhaps their broker that can and should be avoided. Selling your business is an emotional event. It can be very complex, and it takes knowledge of the process and some thought and planning to ensure the business is ready for sale. Today, I want to walk you through the 10 most common mistakes I see business owners make when selling, and more importantly, how to avoid them so you can protect your legacy, maximize your outcome, and allow us at Transworld to find you the best buyer possible. So let's dive in. Mistake number 1 is not having clean and organized financials. This one kills more deals than anything else. Buyers do indeed love a good story, a great brand, and a solid team. But they move forward and execute a deal based on clear, verifiable financials. Messy books, unreconciled accounts, personal expenses mixed in, or perhaps unclear add backs, all of that, when included in the potential transaction, drops buyer confidence extremely fast. Perceived risk shoots up, price and terms suffer, and perhaps the deal just dies. I've watched incredible businesses lose great buyers simply because the financial story wasn't crisp and on point. The quality of your financials directly determines the quality of your buyers and ultimately determines the selling price. So start cleaning and normalizing early in the process. At Transworld Business Advisors, we have a broad list of preferred partners that can help you get your financials ready. I promise you it pays off big. Mistake number 2 is overpricing the business and or the real estate. All small business owners pour their heart, sweat, tears, and years into building something special. It's only natural to feel it's worth more because of all of that personal equity that's been invested. But our buyers? Well, sure, they want a business with a great name and reputation. But when it comes down to executing the deal, they focus on growth, cash flow, and overall operational consistency, all of which is reflected in your financial results. The fastest way to stall or snuff out real interest in your business opportunity and or the real estate opportunity is by overpricing it. We end up potentially extending the time it takes to get you an offer and ultimately get you to the closing table. And sometimes the very best buyers walk away early. The market sets the true value. And sure, you can try to test the market and see what happens with a higher price, but too high of a price for too long ultimately will not get you to your next chapter or the closing table. Our broker team right here at Transworld Business Advisors of Greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky will advise you on industry comps, asset valuation, market multiples, and comparable commercial real estate to help guide you or provide you with an official business valuation or real estate appraisal so there's no guesswork. Because a realistic price attracts qualified buyers, creates competition, and gives you real leverage in negotiations. Mistake number 3, waiting too long. The days you seriously start considering that it might be time to think about selling your business is the day you really need to take action towards preparing yourself and the business for sale. I've met way too many business owners over the last few years that have been thinking about selling for way too long. And by the time they actually take action or get around to it, their business most likely is in decline, they've lost a key individual, a key supplier, or they're quite simply just burnt out as an owner or an owner-operator. Do not wait until it's too late. A business is at its highest value when there's growth, energy, and some real investment behind it. There is no perfect time to sell, but there is a time when it's literally too late. Do not wait until you reach that point. If you're considering selling in the next few years, contact us and let's chat. We're here to help you with this important and most difficult decision. Mistake number 4, taking your foot off the gas. Once small business owners decide to sell, some of them unfortunately mentally check out, the performance of the business dips, and overall momentum slows. Buyers want to see consistency right up to closing. Any kind of a slowdown within the business signals risk to the buyer, and your leverage as the seller and your overall valuation can decline very fast. You're still running and growing the business as normal, not just preparing to hand it off. So as a business owner, you must keep pushing forward. Steady growth and consistency create the most buyer confidence, which ensures you a great exit. Mistake number 5, not having a plan after the sale. Selling a small business isn't only financial, it is a major life transition. If you haven't thought about your next chapter, the timing, your lifestyle, your possible ongoing role within the business after the transaction, the negative emotions that can creep in when you're negotiating, you might accept bad terms or rush or stall for the wrong reasons. A clear post-sale vision protects you as much as it does the buyer. Planning your life exit alongside the business exit to ensure the best transition for the business and for you, the buyer, and your loved ones after the sale is extremely important. Mistake number 6, not protecting confidentiality. Confidentiality when transacting a small business is everything. In most cases, when and if word of a potential sale gets out, your employees instantly start job searching or become disengaged. Your customers can get nervous and may start shopping competitors. Your suppliers might get nervous about payments, and your competitors are going to pounce on that opportunity. Even strong businesses can look very unstable, literally overnight, if word of a potential sale gets out. So keep things tight. Use a good business broker like us, with strong systems and processes in place. The right business broker, like us here at Transworld Business Advisors, safeguards your confidentiality, your relationships, the overall morale, and most importantly, your business's value. Mistake number 7, poor communication. Not communicating in a timely manner throughout the process with your broker and or other key members of the transition team will derail negotiations, prolong the overall process, and ultimately chase qualified buyers away. Once you've committed to a sale, not maintaining clear communication sends a poor signal. And on top of it all, you could hurt the positive momentum of your business. Use your broker team at our fullest and let us do the heavy lifting. With your consistent communication and support, allowing us to get you to the finish line. Mistake number 8, assuming the right buyer will just magically appear. Not every interested party is a real buyer. Tire kickers waste time, unfunded prospects collapse late, typically after a lot of wasted time. Inexperienced buyers add unnecessary risk and might honestly ruin everything you've built. And all of these weak buyers are a risk to confidentiality. A true high-quality buyer has the ability and the intent to get to the closing table. Let us here at Transworld Business Advisors of Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky, help you vet and qualify our buyer leads, many of which are currently part of our industry-leading global network of over 650,000 active buyers. Mistake number 9, refusing to be flexible on terms. Very few deals are 100% cash at closing. Structure bridges gaps with earnouts, seller notes, and multiple different transition formats. Creative terms often reduce buyer risk and often increase your overall total take-home from a financial standpoint. The best exits are built through smart flexibility and not rigid demands. So when negotiating with buyers and when working with business brokers like us, be sure to be open to win-win structures to get a great deal done for both sides. And finally, mistake number 10, trying to sell the business on your own. You're running a business while trying to sell it, meaning you're most likely involved in everything: operations, human resources, finance, marketing, overall leadership. And then on top of all of that, you're trying to negotiate, work with a buyer through due diligence, and navigating the complexity of all those layers everywhere. You can't do it all. And if you try, I'm telling you, your business will probably suffer. Your confidentiality most likely will be breached. You'll get frustrated, and you'll give up with all of that wasted time, and again, perhaps damage to your business results. Ego, fatigue, attachment, these all kill deals really, really fast. And if you allow your personal feelings to show up in the negotiations and the overall terms, that might cloud your judgment. All of which is why it's extremely important to have an objective advisor in your corner. Someone to keep those emotions in check, someone to protect the deal, and someone that's going to be in your best interest that allows you to focus on what you do best, which is running and growing your business. In short, let us handle the tough conversations and all of those transactional details. One small misstep within the deal flow process can get really expensive really fast. This is an important life event, and you only get one shot at this exit. So let us help you get to the exit that you've worked so hard for. In summary, most failed deals didn't have to fail. The earlier you prepare, the more you understand the process, and the earlier you leverage a great business broker like our team right here at Transworld Business Advisors of Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky, the better your outcome will be. If in doubt, please check out our 5-star Google reviews from all of our happy owners and their families. If you're even thinking about selling in the next few years, let's start the conversation now. Once again, I'm JT Harp with Transworld Business Advisors right here in Greater Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky. I hope this has been helpful. Please give us a call today at 513-725-7283. I'd love to share how we can help you avoid these pitfalls, these mistakes, and exit on your terms. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.